Hey everybody, it's Coach Spencer and I am here with B-Day for Strength. So starting out in our first station here, we have our high bar Olympic squat. So last month or two ago we were working on our low bar. We're changing this now to a little bit higher position, higher up on the trap, a little bit more traditional squat. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna walk in here, again, finding that shelf, but now we're kind of using our upper traps to create that as opposed to our scapula. So we kind of want that musculature, but we still want to create that tension. We still want to create that shelf. Boom, I'll lift off, take a step or two, find my base, find my stability, brace the core. Just going for 5 sets of 5. Walk it back in and rest. Pairing that with our prone I's, Y's, and T's. So this is another upper back kind of targeted isolation movement. We have, like I said, 3 different ranges of motion that we're looking for. We're looking for an I, we're looking for a Y, and we're looking for a T. All of these are gonna be thumbs up, and it's gonna be in a prone position. Now, there's a couple different things that we're gonna wanna look out for, particularly through our low back. We don't want to be too extended through here. If you're feeling that tension through there, lower that upper body just a little tiny bit and then focus on squeezing those glutes. But we're going for 4 sets of 8 for each position. So I'll start here in my I, just driving up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Then I'll move out to Y, boom, for 8 reps. And then I extend out to a T. Again, as I go further out, I really want to keep those thumbs up. And for these T's in particular, I want you to think, bring your shoulder blades close to your spine. Boom. As opposed to trying to like get too terribly high through here. Tighten that upper back. 4 sets of 8 reps. Moving on to B station, we have a straight arm pull down. So, we'll bring it back over to our straight bar here. Again, we don't have to load this up too horribly heavy, you guys, to get our tension out of this. We're gonna have palms facing down. And again, we can kind of play with our setup, kind of sink those hips back a little bit to find your stability. But again, it's a straight arm movement. Pulling this to your belt. Try not to row it. Keep those arms and don't let those shoulders shrug up. Depress, hold. Moving on, we have 3 sets of 15 for that movement. And then we have our box squat, belt squat, box squat. So we're gonna get our belt here. We might have to play with our height and stuff like that. We can kind of figure that out on the day. But something to be aware of as the month progresses, start kind of remembering where this is at, because this setup can take a little bit of time. So the more you know about it for your own setup, the better. But we'll get this lock on. We will have this attachment here. We have 2 different positions. Again, we can kind of go over the details in person. But what we'll do is we'll latch on. And then we want to be our feet pretty much dead center of this box, or almost kind of think like, kind of like our deadlift. If this bar was straight out, it'd be kind of cutting my laces off of my shoes here. We're going to sit up nice and tall. I want this belt above my hips, kind of supporting my low back. We will unlock the position, and we just sink back into a squat all the way to a seat. Powerful on the way up. Sink down, sit, all the way up. When we come to that seat, we're not taking a big long rest. We're just kind of coming to a full dead stop, boom, so that we can explode out of the bottom. We've got 3 sets of 10. Next, we have our shrugs, our kettlebell dumbbell shrugs. So, you may have seen shrugs done before, that sort of traditional bodybuilder move where we're just kind of violently shrugging those shoulders up to our elbows. That's not quite how we want to do it here. We have a little bit more technique involved. It's going to be both elevation and we're going to be kind of spreading. So I almost want you to think you're in a narrow hallway and you're going to be trying to push against that wall. It does not have to be way up. We're not trying to get these up to shoulder height. We're just trying to take these away from us. There's going to be a little bit of a shrug at the same time as you drive out, and up. Try not to have that head too forward as we're working through this. Tuck that chin just ever so slightly, out and up, out and up. Nice. We are going for 3 sets of 10 on those. Moving on to C station. As I so eloquently demonstrated them before, we are back at our bird dog rows. Now we're going a bit heavier and we're not working with as much tempo here. We still want control, we still want good form, but we're not stressing too much on what the tempo is. So we're gonna go heavier than we are gonna go on body comp day, but the setup is still the same. I get strong, I find my brace, I find my support. We're going for 3 sets of 4 reps on each side.
Both arms in the same round, so you guys switch fairly quickly.
Yeah. Just get that setup different. 3 sets of 4. Let's see if I can even do it on this one. There we go. Load it up, focus on control. Then we have our tank toe. So the other day we were working our tank push, we've worked our tank pull, now we're working a toe. Like we're a tow truck, we're pulling this thing behind us. So we'll get these in both hands, roll the shoulders down and back, find tension on the band first, a slight lean forward. Toe. Nice and simple. And then finishing out with a nice traditional dumbbell floor press. Just kind of grinding away still at this movement, getting that pressing movement in. We bring it down. Roll those shoulders, clear those ears. 3 sets of 10. And that is our B day for strength.